Hey, what's going on? So today I am filming my long-awaited 2022 game room video, and a lot has changed down here from the last one I made, which was quite a while ago, but it's going to be a long video. I'm going to go through everything in here, and feel free to skip around or whatever you want to do, but I am going to start with the game shelves over here. So let's see, well, there's a Game Boy Advance up there, and it's for my NES cartridges. I don't have a ton of them. There's still a lot of NES games I want to get, but so we got classics: Super Mario, Contra, Punch-Out, Mega Man 2. One of the best sports games ever. Base Wars game's awesome. And then we got my Super Nintendo cartridges. I have even less of those. Let's see, we got some Street Fighter, Mario World. Of course, we have Doom. I have to buy Doom for everything. We got one of these, of course. So yeah, there's definitely some more of those I want to get. I was more of a Genesis guy back in the day, so not as many Super Nintendo games that I'm looking for, but I'll get some more at some point. And then, which might be my largest collection at the moment, is the PlayStation 2 games. And I've been buying a lot recently too. So much good stuff here. I didn't even know this existed. I just got it and haven't played it yet, but I had never even seen that. No idea there was another brand game, so I'll be looking forward to playing that. A lot of these are from my original back in the day when I got my PS2, is when I bought a lot of these games. And I've just been picking more stuff up when I see it for decent prices. Let's see. First we got God of War, we've got Metal Slug. Got a lot of Japanese games too. Just a good one. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Japanese version. Way cheaper than the American version, so it's probably cheaper to buy a Japanese PS2 and buy that than to actually buy the US version, so I'd recommend that. Let's see. A lot of cool stuff on here. Got a big stack. I got a big lot of Japanese games, and a lot of these are like, I don't even know what they are, so this stack I'm probably going to throw up on eBay at some point soon, because I'm never going to play any of those. But my Tekken games, Tekken 5 and Tekken Tag, along with Tekken 3, are definitely in my top 10 fighting games. Alright, so we go farther down, and we've got, I wish I had more shelf space, because these should really be somewhere, not on the floor, but let's see what we got down here. Got Lightning Force, which I'm glad I found that recently. Thunder Force 3's in here somewhere. And got my Master System games. So yeah, these aren't very easy to display. They have no end labels. Let's see, we got Wonder Boy, Double Dragon. I have a bunch of those. I have some in boxes. They are on a different shelf, so. The one card I have, Ghost House. So yeah, I need a better way to display those, but that's where they're at for now. And let's move over to the next shelf. We've got the Sega Saturn, got Virtua Cop 1 and 2, and House of the Dead. It's like a demo disc, and one of the guns. I bought that so long ago. glad I did, because it's more expensive now than it was then. But let's see, we've got a little Street Fighter thing here, which is cool. Here I've got a bunch of memory cards and stuff like that. Right, here's my Ps3 shelf. Haven't bought a ton of Ps3 games recently, because I have most things that I want. That's a cool game there. Demon Souls. Yeah, PS3, I'm always gonna really like it, probably more than I should. Just, I got that before I got a Xbox 360, so most of the cross-platform games I played on PS3. So. And I've got pretty much everything that I want in here. Let's see, one of my favorite games, Killzone 2. They really need to remake that game. Let's see, King of Fighters. Yeah, that's could be the best one. That game is awesome. I've got my Motor Storm games. Got way too many of them. It's the one that came with the system. And let's see. Have never played any of them. Though I really want to, because I've seen some videos recently. I'm not sure how that happened, but we'll get to it. The Resistance series is pretty cool. Of course, best launch game ever, Ridge Racer 7. And yeah, a lot of cool stuff there. And there's my PSP games. I've been buying these when I see them around. Yeah, I like the PSP. I don't, actually I think my PSP's over here. Yeah, there's my PSP 1000, the big fat one. Yeah, I like the PSP, and I used to play it a lot, but recently it's just, I'd rather play, on a TV and play that, but it is pretty cool. And I'm buying whatever games I see around. And alright, let's go down to the, here's some of my Blu-rays. I don't have a ton of them, but that's what I got. Got some PC games. And again, on the bottom shelf, we've got Master System, the ones having boxes. Like one of my favorite Master System games, Spellcaster. It's really cool, pretty hard. I got some of my Genesis games that are in boxes. Yeah, another one of my favorite games, General Chaos. And some random stuff, not sure what's in there. Let's see. We've got my little 20-inch LCD that rotates. I use that for playing vertical shooters when I don't really have a spot to put it right now, so let's see, at some point I need to get that set up again, back in the rotation. Alright, so let's move on to my Ps4 shelves. And I have a good amount of Ps4 games. Some cool stuff like it's an awesome shooter. Yeah, I just got this one too. It's pretty cool. Yeah, Ps4 is a really awesome library, as I'm sure everyone knows. So much good stuff on it. And all the games look better and play better on the PS5, so that's a plus. So there's that, and there's my Ps1 shelf. I used to have so many more PS1 games, and some of them got lost in one of my moves. A lot of really good games, and probably sold a bunch at some point years ago, but I'm slowly getting, you know, all the games that I used to have that I like, but, you know, they're not cheap anymore. But I do have some good stuff, like, you know, we got Xenogears, Fighting Games, Ridge Racer games, Resident Evil. So it's coming along. And then let's go down the next shelf. Well, there's my one complete in-box NES game. It's Guardian Legend. Really like that game, and box looks awesome, so I had to buy that recently. And then the newest things I've been buying are the Ps1 Long Boxes, which are, I don't know, a little ridiculous to be buying them, but they definitely look cool. We don't have too many yet, but there's a couple more on the way, so slowly working on these. Yeah, I love the cover of this game. It's a really hard game. I had it back in the day and could never get real far, but it's one of my goals this year is to see what I can do with that game. And of course we got Doom. You know, I already bought Resident Evil Long Box, and that's on the way. Hopefully it comes soon. So, alright, on to the next shelf. Here's my Sega Cd and 32X games. I love the Sega Cd. I've had it since it came out, and also the 32X. And it's even better when you combine them both for awesome stuff like Slam City, which is my original copy that I bought brand new back in the day. So that's awesome. Also Mortal Kombat is from back in the day. And this I bought more recent. I actually got it brand new, and of course I had to open it because I don't like keeping games sealed. I buy them to play them. Let's see, on Sega CD. Yeah, Rise of the Dragon's a cool game. Yeah, I wish I still had Snatcher, but, you know, I couldn't get that lucky. Let's see, we got Samurai Showdown. We just bought this a couple weeks ago. Pretty cool shooter. And of course, the best sports game ever, NHL '94. Now I made my own box for Eternal Champions because something happened to my case. I still have the instructions, but don't have the case anymore, so it'd be cool to get the real case at some point for that. But yeah, that's my Sega CD stuff. A couple more 32X games actually up here. Got Doom, of course. Motocross, which is probably the worst game. Got my Phillies bobbleheads from back when they won the World Series a long time ago. And let's see, my original Genesis and 32X up there. And Sega Genesis Model 2 over there, which isn't working right. But actually, let's get back down to the shelf. Alright, here's my Xbox games. Got the original Xbox. You know, I've got a lot of the same games I got on PS2 on this. I guess the Xbox versions are usually better. Not always, but usually. Somehow I ended up with 2 copies of Jade Empire, but probably can't get too many copies of that. Game's awesome. Let's see what else we got here. I just picked this up. Looking forward to playing that because I never did back in the day. So yeah, I like the original Xbox. It's a pretty awesome system. Shaolin Monks, that's a good game. Let's move on to the 360. Yeah, I mean, when I got my 360, it was mostly for all these shooters. There's so many. That's most of what I have on here. Most of them are pretty hard to get these days and pretty expensive. Yeah, especially this one, but yeah, that's really what I bought the 360 for, but then there was other awesome games for it, obviously, like I got Mass Effect, because originally that was only on 360. It's the first one. So I just bought 2 and 3 for that. And yeah, it's still one of the best series ever. It's pretty awesome. So let's move down. There's a couple more 360 games here that didn't fit on the last shelf. And then there's my Saturn games. Now this actually just arrived today. Shining Force 3. I've been wanting this for so long. I had it back in the day, and you know, who knows what I sold it for. Probably got 20 bucks for it or something. So this is a really, really good copy. So I'm glad to finally get that again. Then I have, you know, some Saturn games where the cases didn't survive. Virtua Fighter, Virtua Cop, Puzzle Fighter. And then we got the, oh look, there's a DS game. I think my only DS game. Alright, here's my Saturn collection. Mostly Japanese games. Yeah, there's Battle Dragon for Saturn. You saw the Ps4 one up there. Actually still prefer the Saturn port. It's awesome. Now we've got all the Street Fighter games, versus games, like X-Men Street Fighter. Let's see. It's Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. Gotta have those games. We've got X-Men, Children of the Atom, Strikers, Street Fighter 0, 1 and 2. Then we got Virtua Cop 1 and 2. That's 1 megabyte RAM card. And I've got a couple Dreamcast games. Not anything exciting over there. And let's see what's down here. Well, we've got my even smaller Wii and GameCube collection. And I've got a few of the pretty expensive GameCube games, but I didn't have a GameCube years ago and still don't play on the Wii, but I'd like to get one at some point. Let's see, we got some more PC stuff. I've got a box for Zelda, and that's about it on that shelf. Alright, let's move on to this one. Got my Nintendo 64 games, which have all been bought very recently. Let's see, we got Resident Evil 2. It's actually a pretty awesome port. Wrestling games, Doom 64 obviously, Rush, Cruisin', Rush 2, and one of my PS2s right there. Yeah, the N64s, I've been playing it a lot recently. Now I didn't own one back in the day, but pretty much everyone I knew did, so played a ton of it. And it's cool getting back into it now. But let's move to the most interesting shelf, which is probably this one. Here's my Neo Geo games. I mean, like, look at this thing. These things are awesome. Yeah, I'm trying to, well, probably just trying to buy them all at some point. I've got a long way to go. Getting a lot of the ones that I wanted first, but yeah. Yeah, Neo Geo collecting is pretty expensive, and but it's worth it, because then you have a shelf that looks like that, so can't go wrong. And bottom shelf, one of my guitar amps and some random stuff. So let's move on to this, which I didn't have before. I just got it recently. We've got a 3080 in there, 12900K, so this thing's pretty awesome. Of course, if you have a high-powered gaming PC and a super ultra-wide monitor, why wouldn't you be playing Doom 64? You know, definitely looks awesome on here. Let's see. On the top TV, we've got Rush 2049 playing, and that's actually the PS2 version that's on the Midway Arcade Volume 3. So that game's awesome. Just recently figured out that that actually was on PS2, so it's an awesome game. Alright, well, here's my really crappy desk setup. Need to do something about this, but actually, I should show you the 32X Dreamcast boxes over there. Yes. Don't want to miss those, but yeah, so we've got a the Logitech G29 steering wheel, which isn't great, and I'm definitely gonna upgrade this soon, but that's what I got for now. And that and the ultra-wide monitor is awesome for racing games. So let's see, down here we've got the Sonos Sub. There's actually a sound bar back here. Not a great spot for it, but that's where it is right now. And I really need some computer speakers because I'm running computer sound through this crappy guitar amp back here. So let's see. There's a TV picture on the wall. And let's go over here. Got the Retro Tank 5X, which anyone who plays any video games should probably have that. Furman power conditioner. This is a component switcher. And I'll show you all the switchers and cables we got going on. That's a guitar amp. So here's the PS5, PS3, 360. Over here we've got my SCART switcher. And I've got a bunch of consoles plugged in there, and let's go to the shelf. Got the Wii up here, and PS1, that's got a mod chip in it. And there's the consoleized Neo Geo, which, you know, everyone should have one. It's awesome. Got the Dreamcast, my American Saturn, Japanese Saturn. Here we got the N64, F-Zero in it. Got the analog Super NT, and, you know, probably the best Super Nintendo game in there. Let's see, there's PS4, one of my Neo Geo sticks. There's my other Neo Geo stick. It's a custom stick. That thing is awesome. There's the NES and another arcade stick that I built myself that has a wireless PS3 board in it, so totally wireless, but only good for PS3. Kind of sucks. Here's some guitars. Got my Gibson LTE. Alright, so here's my other PS2s. Got US1, that's got a hard drive in it. It's my Japanese PS2. That was a special Gran Turismo 4 model, I think. I bought that from Play Asia way back in the day. down here, other component switcher. Got the original Xbox. Got the Master System. There's my Genesis, Sega Cd Model 2, another 32X, because you can never have too many 32Xs. And my PS3 box. That was probably my third PS3, because as anyone knows, they break constantly, so I've been through a lot of them. And there's my CRT. And it's nothing special. It does have component inputs and looks pretty decent, and N64 games look awesome on this thing, so that's how I play N64, just with composite video and this TV. And we got some of my arcade sticks down here, Namco stick, let's see, yeah, Saturn Virtua stick, Dreamcast stick. That's a Xbox 360. A lot of these I've replaced some of the parts with better stuff, but yeah, I mean, that's what that area looks like. Now most of these consoles are hooked up, and with all these switch boxes I can switch between them. I can put most of them either on the CRT or on that TV. There's a ton of HD retrovision cables down there. And yeah, cables aren't cheap either, but it's worth it. Well, let's move over here. I don't know, some of you might have seen this before, but it's my heavily modified arcade 1-up cabinet. Used to be the big blue cab, now it has a ton of games in it. We got Capcom SNK 2 playing in there now. Got, you know, real controls. These are Hanwa sticks, so much better than what these things come with. Let's see, we've got an amp on there. There's real speakers in the cab. They're actually pretty large bookshelf speakers, so if I turn this thing up, it really sounds awesome. So yeah, I turned that crappy cabinet into something that's pretty cool now. So I'm considering buying a mister and putting that in there. I think I like that better than the Raspberry Pi that's in there now, but we'll see. I don't know if I want to throw more money into this thing. Alright, so over here I've got a full bag full of wires. So need a better place to keep that, obviously, but that's all kinds of AV and power cables for all of these consoles. So, and yeah, I definitely need more space, because on my couch we've got more arcade sticks and a big tub of controllers and light guns. Yeah, there's like 50 controllers in here, and all my light guns and the awesome Sega Saturn stunners. I have to have 2 of them. So, and lastly is my margarita. So yeah, that's the tour of the room. It's kind of long. Everyone's probably bored. Nobody probably made it to the end, but yeah, the plans in the future is, you know, this whole basement's getting totally finished sometime this summer. So once that happens, I'm gonna have 2 rooms, and it's gonna look so much better. But yeah, maybe someday we'll do another video once that happens. But that's it for now, so we'll see you next time.